Hello everybody, Senior Engineer MBA and investor, and in today's video I want to talk about CRISPR being sent to space. I want to talk about all of that in this video. You guys know the drill. Before we get into today's video, destroy that like button, smash that like button, click that like button. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. If you've not subscribed yet, do consider subscribing. Okay, so Lucas Harrington, this is the co-founder of Mammoth Biosciences. In fact, he was in the Jennifer Doudna lab in the past, and obviously is now heading Mammoth Biosciences. And he tweeted, "CRISPR is great, but what about CRISPR in space?" David and collaborators are shipping Detect-R reagents to the International Space Station for the first off-planet use of CRISPR diagnostics. And then he put a link here, and we'll take a look at the link. But really quickly, there was a comment here: there's no better use of funds. This is just an early test. I think having highly accurate programmable diagnostic for astronauts is incredibly valuable. And I 100% agree with Lucas' tweet reply there. Totally agree with that. And let's take a look at some of the press release here from this team. Dr. David Burstein Edman will test CRISPR-based diagnostic on the upcoming Rakia mission in the ISS. Right? We'll test CRISPR-based diagnostics in collaboration with Dr. Pines. The researchers are sending CRISPR-based diagnostics experiment to the International Space Station as part of the Rakia mission. Right, we'll test whether this technology is applicable in microgravity conditions. If successful, CRISPR-Cas9 systems could be used for accurate diagnostics of infection of the crew members in space missions, and in the future even diagnose crop disease in space farming. So this is great news, guys. This is one of those things that you don't want to miss out. First of all, this was published, I think, December 21st. So I can't believe, I just saw that. This tweet was tweeted like last week. Actually, not even last week. It was 2 days ago. And the point I'm making here is it's crazy how, you could have these press releases but because no one is covering this space, because the coverage of this space is so low, you don't get to see these types of news like months later, right? In this case, I don't know, like 3 months later, which is mind-boggling, right? But in terms of the news itself, I think this is amazing. The space industry, in my opinion, in the upcoming 4, 5, 6 years will be disrupted. We went from a whole government-controlled program all the way to private companies. Obviously, we know about SpaceX and Elon Musk, what they're doing there. We also know about Jeff Bezos and, of course, Blue Origin and so on. So there's many other companies like Rocket Labs and so on. And the idea there is that you can leverage these biotech tools, right, for your progress, right? In this case, what's happening is the ISS is looking at this technology, whether that's CRISPR-Cas9 or just CRISPR diagnostics tools, what they're using here. Obviously, this is sponsored and sort of related to Mammoth Biosciences for obvious reasons. Mammoth Biosciences, like we covered in our previous videos, they specialize in diagnostics. The 50% of their team is literally in diagnostics. So clearly they're big in diagnostics when it comes to CRISPR technology. And diagnostics, obviously, like we see here, it's all about, accurate disease detection, right? Diagnostics of infection of crew members in space missions, right? And also diagnose crop disease in space farming. That would be in the future use case. So I find it really, really cool that they're using it. I find it interesting that, the Rakia mission they're into the International Space Mission is leveraging a CRISPR diagnostics-based technology. I think CRISPR, when we think about CRISPR, we often think about like human therapeutics, right? And it makes sense, right? A lot of us invested in companies like CRISPR Therapeutics, Beam Therapeutics, and so on. And those are obviously specialized in human therapeutics. But there's a whole other side of CRISPR, like diagnostics, right? Or therapeutics on non-humans, right? Obviously, we took a look at yesterday's video with the FDA approving the first ever beef CRISPR-based therapy, right? Which basically means that from now on, you can now have beef that is CRISPR-based edited, right? The specific gene that is edited, and you wouldn't make difference when it comes to shelves. Of course, this is in the next 2 years, we'll be seeing that on our shelves, but I just find it amazing the space is growing fast, guys. The space is growing fast. No pun intended, of course, but the space is growing fast. We're now seeing this launch to the space, literally, but also we're seeing this in animals. We saw that with goat, chicken, pigs, beef, rabbit, and now we're seeing this to the space, and we're gonna see this. This is the following dominoes, guys. You guys gotta keep up with the news, and this is why we do these videos, right? This is why I ask you guys to like this video, to subscribe, because we want this news to be out there, right? We want to raise awareness. When you have this type of technology that comes to play, the worst thing you can do is keep it under the rugs, right? Obviously, you keep it under the rugs if it's not proven, if it's not developed, if there's no trials, if it's way too early, But ultimately, this has been tested on over 175 patients when it comes to CRISPR-Cas9, right? We've seen this with animals. We saw that with the xenotransplantation with pigs, and now we're seeing this to be literally launched to space outside the planet, what we call the Earth. So I just think it's amazing, right? I just think it's amazing. I love this space. It's Sunday. Wanted to give you guys this news. Hope you guys appreciate this, guys. Like this video if you found value. Subscribe if you're not, once more. And do let me know what you guys think about this news. CRISPR is now or will be in space very shortly. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful Sunday.